Hey first grade friends, welcome back to another week of writing. And this week we're talking all about informative writing. We read a text this morning about elephants' trunks, and we learned that elephants use their trunks in many ways. So now our job is to write an informative paragraph that includes an opening sentence, 2 or 3 teaching sentences, and a closing sentence to teach our reader 2 facts that we learned about elephants' trunks. And I picked up some details or some facts as we were reading. I learned that elephants use their trunks to breathe and smell. I also learned they use their trunks to grab food, like leaves and fruits. And mother elephants use their trunks to pick up and move their babies to protect them so that they don't get stuck in the mud or things like that. So I want to pick a fact or 2 to include in my paragraph. And I think I want to tell my reader that elephants use their trunks to breathe and smell, and they use their trunks to grab food. So I'm going to include that in my teaching picture. I think I'm going to draw a teaching picture that shows an elephant using their trunk to grab food. And I remember from the text that they like to grab leaves as well as fruits, like apples. So I'm going to come to my teaching picture rectangle I've got here, and I'm just going to do a quick sketch of what I've learned. So I'm going to draw an elephant. Now let's think about this first, friends, before we start really drawing. I know the elephant has to have a head and then a long trunk. And this trunk is going to be going up into a tree. Let's try that again. It's got to go up a little bit higher if it's going to go into a tree. Notice how I'm using my regular pencil so I can erase if I make some mistakes. The trunk's going to go, let's see, up. There we go. To grab some fruit from the tree. Then let me give the elephant the rest of its body. We know it's got big ears, legs, its tail. He's got some eyeballs. And now I can label my elephant. Elephant. Now I'm going to draw the tree. Okay. This is going to be an apple tree because I've read before that elephants like to eat apples from trees. So he's going to come up to the tree and try to grab some apples. Apple. Apple. You could also show your elephant trying to grab leaves from the tree. Okay. Here's the tree. And then you can label your fruit because we know that elephants like to eat fruit. Okay. After you get your teaching picture drawn that shows one of those new facts that you learned, then you can come back in with your colored pencils, your crayons, whatever it is that you are using, and start realistically coloring in your picture. So I know that elephants are usually like a grayish color, so I might come back in and carefully color in my elephant gray. When I go to my tree, I'm going to make sure that the leaves are green. I can make my apples red. You get the idea. So friends, take a second to think about what fact, or 2 facts really, that you want to talk about. And your teaching picture doesn't need to show both facts. You can really just show one of those facts. And then start drawing your teaching picture, being sure to add labels and then some realistic coloring.